Thanks for tuning in to the Open World. Without any further ado, our first article is courtesy of Fox News. During a period in time in which video gaming is at its apex, at its highest point, higher than it's ever been, making more money than it ever has. Everybody should be happy, right? Unfortunately not. According to Dr. Kathryn Smerling, video games presents a parental challenge that has invaded families. Let's hear what she has to say on this one.
Dr. Kathryn Smerling. Dr. Kathryn, great to see you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And I find it amazing that in your therapy sessions, families are coming in and saying, get my young kids off of this. This is part of your sessions.
Yes, it is. And it's a parental challenge, as there are many parental challenges, but this has really invaded the family.
Invaded! Like aliens or SWAT. Be careful. You can apparently be invaded by things you even brought in your own home. Let us continue. It gets better.
Systems, because it is so addictive. It is incredibly addictive. It has been likened to something like heroin.
Heroin? I'm not rendered speechless much, but heroin? You have the floor, doctor.
And even Prince Harry in Britain said, I don't know why anyone would have Fortnite in their home because it is like giving a child heroin.
That's it. Source confirmed. Prince Harry has confirmed that Fortnite, heroin, same thing. Identical. Remind me though, who's the doctor? Prince Harry or you, Dr. Smerling? Shouldn't he be quoting you instead of the other way around? I was always under the impression that doctors conducted their own studies and conducted their own, their own way of getting their information that they would present to the people who knew less. People like me, who know less than you do, right? Heroin, Fortnite, same thing. Source, Prince Harry. Okay, let's continue. We got more.
And indeed it is. They have shown it to be just as dangerous.
They have shown it to be just as dangerous. Who is they? They have shown it to be just as dangerous. Who are they? Is it Prince Harry and his people that you seem to trust so much? Is it the parents who you're trying to provide cop-outs for? Because they don't want to talk about the real things that invade families, such as lack of discipline, lack of structure. So instead they use cop-outs like video games, music, movies, or other forms of entertainment that influence the youngsters because you're not there to do it. But just for the sake of argument, because I don't know as much as you do, doctor, I've compiled a list of things, and I did my own research. I compiled a list of symptoms and side effects that heroin addicts go through during and after their addiction. Let's see how similar to video gaming this is. Collapsed veins, skin infection, high risk of HIV and AIDS, lung disease, and miscarriage. Stop me when we get to a video game related symptom here. Anytime, doctor. Sounds like you're reaching. Sounds like you're reaching. But I'm a lesser educated mind. I'm sure there's more to this. Let's continue.
They've done some research into this, the video game companies, to try and target it towards people to release dopamine. But here we're seeing, and looking at these shots, this is a stadium completely packed with young people. I remember my mother-in-law was trying to get my wife off of video games forever, and now...
Wow. All right. Your mother-in-law was trying to get your wife off of video games forever. Has she not heard of unplugging it? How successful was he? Or she, rather. Because the way you make it sound as if you know, that was something she was doing on her own. You weren't very helpful in that matter. Is she still on video games? How's the recovery going? It's a tough habit to kick. Sorry, I shouldn't make jokes. Continue, sir.
Now she's a professional in that industry. So we're reaching a new level, it seems like, in video games, where people are winning money, people are socializing. The internet's allowed people to meet each other in a way that it's not just alone in the basement with a bottle of Surge anymore.
You were so close, man. You were so close. That is the most backhanded half compliment I've ever heard in my life. Look, you acknowledge that it's a great social experience. People are making money. It's empowering people of all ages, starting at age 15, 16 years old, all the way up until their 40s. But you couldn't leave it there, could you? You just couldn't. It's managed to get people out of their basement with their bottle of Surge. Now, gamers, take note of this. This is how they look at all of us. So when you're fighting your little social media console wars that you like to do on the internet, you idiots, you guys are idiots too, just as stupid as Fox News people. Remember, they look at all of us like that. That's the real console war. The real console war is with people like these people and the ones that are putting tariffs, making it more expensive for you to even purchase products to support the hobby that you love so much. So think about the real war. Console warriors, idiots, giving them a reason to think like this. Anyway.
It's something else. It seems like it's maturing into an international sport.
Well, it is an international sport, and it's made that way by the industry, by the esports industry. However, it is not really socializing. Socializing is human contact and the ability to talk and listen and speak to someone with looking in their eyes so that you get a human response.
Was it worse than what television was? Or,
No, it's different. I think that parents can turn this around, though, and a parental challenge can be made into maybe a conversation. And parents can talk to their kids about what is happening in Fortnite because it's interesting. There are teams, there are social aspects to it, so you can make a conversation.
There's a Buffalo Wild Wings watch party for one of these games that I walked into the other day. It was unbelievable.
Aren't you contradicting everything you just said? It's a social experience. They just showed you a packed arena. A packed arena. You think all those people are in there with blindfolds on and muzzles over their mouths playing video games? There are things called arcades that existed for years before I was born. Social experiences. People have been talking and engaging with each other over video games for a very long time. Doctor, I would expect someone of your educational level to be less ignorant on things that you speak of in a public forum. Moral of the story, gamers, that's the real war we're fighting. not with each other. Stop it. But anyway, that wraps up this week's edition of The Open World. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I ain't gotta tell y'all that. Y'all know what it is. Y'all rock with me. For those that don't, hey, that's cool too. You'll come along soon enough. But either way, I'm out. Y'all be good. Peace.